Happy Thursday. Today we're going to talk about the different types of intuition that we all may have. Some have all and some may have one or two or whatnot. So that's what we're going to do today. My name is Anuschka Alborzian and I'm an empowerment health coach and healer.
I am Samar Tehrani. I'm a behavioral health professional and I am an addictionologist.
Awesome. So let's start out with you. We talked about you're a feeler and whatnot, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that, do you know the term for it?
No.
Okay. So it's called clairsentience. So there's actually 8. I'm not going to talk because there's 3 that are more secondary. There's 5 main ones, and those are the ones that I'm going to talk about. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the clairsentience, since, we said there's feelers, right? So those that are, have this clear physical feeling and, have the actual body experience, they're considered clairsentients. And then we already talked about the knowers, right? So they just know, like something just comes up. And, I'll read through some of this stuff. I know we may have to do more of this on the live tomorrow to get more in the details of it. But the claircognizance is the one that's actually people that are just knowers. They just know something to be a certain way. They don't know why, they don't know how, they just know. It's like an insight of some kind that they get, and that's just how it is. It's like a clear knowing. So those are the 2 main ones that we've talked about, right? And then we have other ones, is now you can actually start to see that, okay, well, no, I actually see, like I said, I see words, right? I sometimes see visions. As a kid, I would actually, see things happening right before it happened. And, I didn't understand it and I got scared. We talked about just getting scared. I thought I made some guy fall off his bike because I saw him falling off his bike 2 seconds before he fell off his bike. And I was 8 years old, and I thought I did that to him, not knowing that was just an intuitive thing. Or I have dreams, right? And so that one is clairvoyance. You just have a clear seeing. And you see just mental images, you can see words. And so some people have that, right? So those are 3. And then there are those that actually are more empaths, right? They actually can feel other people's emotions. So I have that too. This is not my favorite one because I can literally feel other people's emotions and I can sense what it is that they're feeling. And then I end up taking it on and I have to do the clearing around it. So they are clear empathy. That's the clear empathy where you're actually feeling the emotions, thoughts, even sometimes symptoms, which thankfully I don't feel that. You can actually feel other people's symptoms, like if they have certain pains and whatnot. There are people that are so, have this, this clear empathy to such an extreme that they can actually feel other people's pain. And so it's definitely, one that needs more of the protection and whatnot, and you want to be careful who you go around because of that reason, right? And then the 5th one, clairaudience, which, there's, those that they hear things, they hear voices, and it could be voices within their own head, and they just don't even know, or they literally will hear things and it's as if somebody just talked to them and nobody's around. And I know a couple people that are actually like that. There are those that, for even have you ever gotten that ringing in your ear before? So that's, that's in a sense a part of the clairaudience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's interesting, you said, we may have some or none, or, I think everybody has these senses, but in one area you may be pretty strong.
Yeah, there's going to be a dominant one for sure.
Right. We have. So, and I feel it, right? It comes and I feel it and that's it. And, however, as I'm listening to you, I'm like, has this ever happened? I don't think I've ever done I haven't ever seen, you say I see words and stuff, but I think you see words because of the practice, right?
Right. Yeah. It was not how. Yeah. So I would see visions and whatnot. Like I was saying, when I was a kid, and then I'm 100%. I cut it off because I got scared. And then I would have dreams. Like many times I had dreams that my friends were pregnant before they even knew, or they hadn't told anybody. Yeah. And so like that has happened many times, you know? And so, but now, yeah, now it's more like words. I'll ask a question and all of a sudden I see a word like written out and I'm like, okay, like, what does this mean? You know? And it is what it is, right? But yeah, and yeah, you can definitely, I do believe people can expand in all the areas. It might be, you know, like if you're more of like a feeler, you know, then it might be a little difficult to actually like have a knowing, you know, and you can. For me, I think because I kind of have a little bit of both from like childhood, that the words are starting to pop up for me now, you know. And I do think it's possible for everybody to be able to practice. I mean, anything's possible, right? So it's all about like what you're practicing and what you're taking on, for sure.
And I think tomorrow we can talk about this more on our live, and I hope that, you know, you all tune in to talk about this. And if there's one of these areas that you're interested in and you want to expand, just pay attention to that one area. I mean, I'm not going to tap into all 5. It's actually overwhelming. It can be very overwhelming initially. Start. Yeah. So you know, you kind of start small, and then there's a lot of awareness and paying attention to yourself, paying attention to these sensations that you start to feel. And what's important, which I'm sure, you know, you work with your clients around this quite a bit, is asking the right questions.
Yeah, the right.
You have to get very specific.
Very specific, even to the point of saying right now. Like I've done that mistake so many times. And I haven't said right now, in this current moment, in this, you know, in this life right now. And, you know, and then I'm like, why did I get it incorrectly? You know, and it's like, well, no, it's all about, it's about the quality of the question. That's what it is.
Yeah. It's about asking the specific questions in relation to that particular moment in time, because that's how intuition works. Intuition isn't about, should I buy that house 2 years down the road?
No,
it's not necessarily about that. No. Intuition is about this particular moment in time. I'm about to do something. I want to, you know, step into. How do I feel about it? How do I feel in this moment, being in this person's presence, right? Yep. How do I? That's what intuition.
And it's dynamic. So that's the other part of it, is you gotta just trust that. And be open to pivoting consistently. I mean, there's times where, you know, like I started out my business, it wasn't mind, body, spirit healing with Anuschka. It was Free to Be Me 23, right? And then things shifted. And I just had to be open to my intuition and saying, okay, no, this is no longer working, and just pivoting and being okay with that, right? Things will always be shifting, always. So
wonderful.
Yeah. But yes, and yeah, we'll talk definitely more about these. I mean, there's 3 other ones just to throw them out there. There's clear touching, clear smelling, and clear tasting. But those are, I don't know, I'm just throwing them out there because some people may have. I have a little bit of the smelling, but I don't know much. I just figured, let me just share those because some may notice them.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Great.
Awesome.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Bye. We'll see you on live tomorrow.
Bye.